Non-hard von Dennis says 25% attrition. Home counties, Highlands Front. Oh, well, I don't think there's anything that I can do about that. You just have to keep advancing as fast as you can. Are you having issues with, divided by supply? 78%. Oh, why is your supply so low? 100%. Passing along they're fishing by an average of 6.4%. Ah, there's, raiders, huh? HQ North Sea. Okay, we are protecting. Yeah, there's probably some convoys being raided, that's why. Ah, 46. Yeah, we have a lot of dead. Quite a lot from these naval invasions are quite costly. But, hey, it's working. And we are having a hard time advancing in here because they're in a frickin' island. I'm gonna have you move around, pivot, so that you, when you're done, can, with your smaller amount of troops, can mop up the highlands. Yeah, there's some convoys being raided here. Yeah, you're already protecting this. Capitulation. Okay, they quit. 7 devastation. Yeah, I inflicted quite a bit of devastation in their that. And mostly Ireland. I didn't get to invade London again, but it was enough to get them to give up. We got the most dead. Damn. I guess that's because I'm always on the offensive. We're just, how is the petite bourgeoisie? They're small. I'll get with the disapproval of the intelligentsia because they would still maintain their bonus, and if I were to decline the one from the petite bourgeoisie, they would not get their bonus, so... Bastar. What? What about Bastar? They're an Indian state? As much as I like to punish Britain, I don't really care about this. I could not care less about this conflict. I have no say in the matter. Oh, thank God, it's finally over. Good lord. It only took like 20 years. Wow, Franconia has quite a lot of unemployment. Jesus. Sticking our funny little tanks in there in Silesia. Alright, the revolution is over. All thanks to me. Okay, maybe expand explosive production. What else do I have to say? Automobiles are expensive, yeah, but that's to be expected. Any other motor factories? You're producing cars. Can be expanded. Bavaria making automobiles would not be productive. Assembly lines would help. Now Franconia. Your day has been. Oh, I am sorry to hear that. That's I don't know what time it is where you are, but hopefully it's. I think if I remember correctly, you're in Central European time, or that might be late in the day. So that's hopefully it doesn't ruin things too badly for you. I'm sorry to hear. What the revolution for wage subsidies? Nah, no need for that. Oh, the World Cup. Really? I'm usually not slated that the US would win against most. I think at the last World Cup they did win they gave some people hope, but it wasn't worth much. They almost always get demolished whenever they go against an actual, like, big opponent. They can live in our hearts as we liberated Wales, and they're eternally ungrateful to us in this game, even as their economy collapses. Right. Electrics industry might need some expansion, because I saw that there were... Why not the whole electric arc process? Oh, USA versus Iran. That's a that's like shit posting levels of enemies there of a match. That'll be that'll be funny. Dalmatia. You have plenty of unemployment here, right? You could use some people to work right here. No, Belgium is imploding. I could swear Belgium was part of our market at one point. I guess they jumped out. Damn, South Korea versus North Korea. That's a legendary match right there. Are they still playing, or is it over? If it is, my bet is on South Korea. I don't think I've ever seen North Korea win any matches, either in the World Cup or any other ones. They usually just show up. They're kind of an oddity, and they sort of, you know, disappear just as quickly as they appeared. And then King Jong-un, you know, launches missiles or something, and everyone shits their pants. Such is the way of the world. Oh wow, explosives. Really? Huh. You would think that their team would invest fairly hard too, because they need to show to the world, you know, they have to save face. I think they would train real hard. Now we have a need to import engines. T. Austria-Hungary, Prussia rather, producing 0.04 cars. That's a lot of cars. Two more years, almost. More like 1.5. Myongbok Yi. I really hate how Japan is still... Look at that. It's so sad. They can even, like... You can grow your economy really fast, even when you're unrecognized in Japan. I mean, I've tried it. But the AI just cannot do it. What is your... Wow, this is really... They have all this unemployment, but they're not developing lead mines, nothing. What, Japanese baby? Oh, he's an old man. I guess the... There's Korean baby. He's 7 years old. Look at him. There's a... He's kind of tall. I don't know if it's his hat or what. What other rulers do we have? Victor Crouch. Young 37-year-old. Oh, looks like, what the fuck was that? It was like a big stack of units over there. I don't think I can start any other wars with you, can I? Where am I? Where's my truces? 19th, yeah, no, I can't. I can't do that. The Shogunate win. Well, in Wiki 3, the Shogunate, you start as the Shogunate, and there's no option to play like the Empire of Japan until you run through a bunch of reforms. So you have to actively destroy the Shogunate as the Shogunate in order to become the Empire. It's kind of it's kind of weird. And there's no flavor for the Boshin War or anything like that. Because in Wiki 2, well, the vanilla, you have like Japan, just Japan. I don't think there's a Shogunate and a Empire. But in HPM or HFM, you do start. You see the daimyos, several separate daimyos. I think the Empire starts here in Kansai, and then you have to, you know, make your way out to trigger the Boshin War and take over the country. But yeah, sure. Yeah, I have never seen the Empire of Japan form ever. And Russia always takes Hokkaido, which is probably now 90% Russian. Yeah, it's 86% Russian. I wonder if they even have guns, now that he mentioned that. No, they still have irregular infantry. So in this timeline, Japan is still isolated. Yeah, they even have I think, was it Sankaku? Closed borders. They don't move. They don't do anything because there's no event chain that they can pursue. Cuba is exploding. Yeah, it's... I think Japan doesn't do anything because there's no event chain for them to follow. Because I tried to play Japan once off stream, and it's sort of just... you sort of just sit there. I don't care. Go away, Cuba. You sort of just sit there, and you try to make things as productive as possible. You can get your GDP fairly high, because Japan has plenty of good stuff like lead, iron, some coal, I think, here. Yeah, you have coal. You have enough stuff to get your economy started, but if you want to really go ham, of course, just like Japan in the real world, if you want to get rubber, if you want to get oil, if you're going to get all these nice things, you have to expand. But they can start off pretty well. Yeah, we're almost over. I'm just going to write it out at this point, I think. We made it to 1.6 billion GDP for this number 18 SOL. Number 2. Yeah, you can't ask for military access. It's really I do have the best war mod and Unbuild's AI mod and a few other things installed. Not here. I'm not playing with any mods here, save for the mod to make Austria-Hungary's flag look better, make it not look piss yellow, and for, you know, a few quality of life stuff like a more compact menus and military and stuff, because it made me want to kill myself to some of the UI options here. Montana. Crack the game. Oh, don't let Paradox know. They'll knock down your door. They'll ask you to pay for all the DLC that you've avoided. Lithuanians. Oh hey, the Lithuanians are migrating to Java to work in our oil fields. How many Lithuanians even are left? Not many. Boy, let me see. Globally. Why are there so many Lithuanians here? What the hell? Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. It's I don't blame anyone who acquires this game through other means to see what's up for it, because I would definitely recommend that you wait. If I were to write a review, it would be, the game is fun, but it feels incomplete. Like many Paradox releases. And just off the presses, it's fun, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying myself. Seeing all this insane shit happening is fun, but sometimes it can be more frustrating than it is fun, but I'm still enjoying myself. Oh no, see, stuff like this. Now we have a proletarian revolt. Because the Welsh were not able to, you know, do anything with their market. That's the thanks that I get for liberating them. They revolt on my face. Sure, I'll queue up some of this. I don't even know what else to build. I'm only like 6 months away from the end of the game. There's not much I can do. Yeah, the subscription was, it's useful, I guess, for a lot of people that don't want to shill out, because some of the amount of DLCs out there is ridiculous. Especially for stuff like EU4, and they're still releasing DLC and flavor packs and all this other stuff. It's really insane. Which reminds me, I have not played EU4 in a very long time. I wonder how that game is after all these years. I'll just expand shit here and there. I'm waiting until I'm basically just waiting now, and then when the game is, we'll take a little survey of. Whoa. We'll take a little survey of the world, see how our pops are doing, see anything that's funny, and we'll call it for the Austria-Hungary game. What is this nonsense? Revoke Scandinavian claim. What? What? Just whatever. Almost there. Hopefully the game won't crash. I have never seen the game. And Italy finally annexed these little states, except for Modena. Modena remains independent. Come on, we're almost there. We won't even be able to fight this war with for this stuff. 'Cause there ain't no time. Nice. Yeah, Total War Shogun 2 is a very good game. I have not played it in a while, but I've reinstalled it about a month ago because I've had a hankering to play it. And I've been itching to try it out again. I am terrible at Total War games. but I have a lot of fun. I played Warhammer 3 recently too, and that game also had a rough release, but I've also enjoyed that game. Really fun. Let's see, December... We're almost there. Once December, like, 30th rolls around, I'll have a save game. And, we'll do a little world tour. What's this? Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. 28, 29, 30. Okay, save. Yeah, the HP system can be a little bit confusing sometimes. Like, but I guess it has to be done, especially when you have like fantasy units, like in Warhammer, in the Warhammer series. I guess it makes more sense because you have like what is the cohesion? Because the undead units start crumbling, and same thing with the demonic units. Okay, so let's take a look. What are our cultures like? Look at that Belarusian. Whoa! Okay, the Russians got rid of the Estonians and they got rid of the Lithuanians. Kalmyks. The Russians also are now majority in Izmit. Yeah, it's a little janky with that. The cavalry feels a little bit underwhelming in some of the newer games, to be honest. It feels much more powerful, like much more satisfying, from what I remember playing in Shogun 2 and Medieval 2. What is this? What the hell? Okay, so Nice. No, is this Nice? I think it is. Is majority Polish. What other cursed pop cultures we have here before we finish this game? Bosnia is majority South German. Second Serbians. Do we still have Mexicans here? Yeah, we do. Let's check it out. What the hell? Man, the Russians really were not fucking around. Majority there's like piles of Russians in Arabia here. This looks normal. That's normal. Javanese, everything that you'd expect here. This is a pool of stuff. Well, you know, I've heard some people say that Australia is sort of like a mirror image or sort of a bizarro world version of the United States, and I guess in this case it is, because it's a majority Yankee in Occitan. What else do we have here? Aboriginal, that's normal. Texas is majority Afro-American. Wow, South Carolina is 81% Afro-American. Pennsylvania to Turkish. Wow, that's a lot of Turks. What does California look like, I wonder? It's it's Polish Mexicans. Most of it. What other things do we have here? Scottish. Chile is mostly English. No, I have more black people than white, yes. I'm surprised that there was no Afro-American uprising, because I've seen that happen a lot in these games, where because they're discriminated against, they just rise up and they form like a separatist state. Okay, Quebec is not Quebec, but they sort of just exist. Sami. What the fuck? Okay. I'm just going through here to see if there's anything else that's fucked up that I can find here. Yeah, I've seen it won't be a country proper, it'll just be like Afro-American Rebellion, and it'll be usually like around here, because, you know, that's usually the belt that there's a lot of Afro-Americans here, both in Wiki 3 and in real life, and they just secede. And usually, because the rebellion system is terrible, the rebellion will rebel, and it keeps rebelling, and you have like 6 different Afro-American rebellions in the game. It's really insane. Wow, that's a Michigan. New York. Let's check out Serbia. French. Skopje is majority Turkish and Bulgarian. There's some Croats here in Greece. Albania remains the most homogeneous area in the Ottoman Empire. It's 98% Albanian. A bunch of Spanish people migrated to mostly have yeah, that's it. It's mostly Serbian, but the French, the Mexicans, and the Anglo-Canadians is what really gets me. Albanians and Mexicans. This is so goofy. Okay. Any other states that you would like me to check before we close this off? Taking requests. Japan. I think Japan will be mostly Japanese because they're closed. I don't see any other pops. Japan is probably the one nation that's not as mega cursed. They're a closed society. Yeah, 100% Japanese. Except for here, they have Ainu. Lacking industrial safety regulations. I think that's the least of your concerns. Wow, they're using like mechanized workshops, so they did advance technologically. They're just not doing anything. Yeah, they're still making clippers. Scholastic. Yeah, Japan is a travesty. Japan is one of my favorite nations to play in Viki 2. I love playing Japan. It's really fun. And then here it's like it just sits there doing nothing, stagnating. Just sad. Russia did not develop Hokkaido at all. Some good coal mines in here. They did nothing. At least they developed the gold fields in Alaska. But that's it. Alright. Advance. Game Ogre. Oh, and they give us a nice little graphic. This is the first time I've ever played the game to its conclusion, so... Congratulations! You've reached the successful end of your campaign. Population up, up, up. SOL straight up. That nice upwards curve. Still had a lot of peasants. That's okay. Majority political power held by machinists. South German, to no one's surprise, majority political strength, even though the country is, you know, it follows a long population break apart, because we didn't have multiculturalism, but we had the other policy that gives I guess rights to the cultures that are similar to yours. Population, mostly Catholic. Any other options? You can continue? I'm curious, if I switch country, how are they doing? Let's say, let's go for Britain. Oh, they have debts, but they're making money. Oh my god, 90 construction? Whaling stations? Ugh. What about France? Okay, at least they have, like, the construction you'd expect. The literacy is, like, horrific. Oh, they went for all in for arc welding. They've managed to maintain their radicals, like, fairly okay. Nothing unusual. Serfdom abolished. They never passed something like regulatory bodies or anything interesting. Mass conscription. Wow, they actually have secret police. Interesting. What about the US? Oh, right, that's really cool. I forgot that. The flag of the US, they add more flags, I think. The more states you have. I might play the US at some other one to give it a shot. Number 10. How pathetic. They didn't even make it that graph. The rebels everywhere. Everyone's freaking mad. They're not even... They're paused construction. They were building government administration. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, the AI needs a rework. Did they just not build government administrators at all? Not one? Oh, okay. They just... I'm not sure if it's because this is the end of the game and you can't go forward, but this is weird. Yeah, it does look very, very weird. Okay. Tell you what, I will take a quick break, and I'm gonna start the game again with the AI mods, and we'll see what nation we can play next. Exit.